Before you spray another dark, heavy fragrance, what if I told you the most powerful scent in the room isn't leather, it isn't oud, it's citrus. Citrus. But not that bright, unforgettable kind. I'm talking about that razor-edged bergamot, that sun-heated lemon peel, grapefruit that kind of cuts through the air like a tailored white shirt in July. It's kind of a freshness that feels expensive, clean, magnetic. In this lineup, we're going to dive into citrus fragrances that don't disappear in 30 minutes. They evolve, they project, they command attention. This freshness is kind of, it's that backbone to it. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, my friends, and our slow dance around the fragrance world and going into spring finally. I'm Miles, and this is Aromas by Miles, and today we're going to head south to the land of citrus and some fresh scents. I don't usually talk about those, but we're getting into that time of the year, and all you need to do is smash the like and subscribe button to get a ticket to the adventure. Easy, cheap, free. If you like this kind of content, then you want to smash that other bell button so you can hear when I put up some more of these things. This is a list of top 10 from number 10 down to number 1. It's completely subjective, of course. I mean, these are my favorites that I just pulled off the shelf. So if you guys are ready, let's get going. So this fragrance is like stepping off a boat in the Mediterranean with that salt in the air, and it's a little humid and sun's on your skin. This is John Varvados Artisan Blue. And this is a great mid-range fragrance that I think everybody should be taking a look at. John Varvados is kind of a forgotten house. It's had some wonderful stuff in the past that's been discontinued, and as you guys know, we don't talk about discontinued shit on this channel. So, it's a great scent. It's got bergamot, a little bit of lavender, a little bit of basil, but it kicks up a little bit with the orange in it, and then it dries down into some cedar, and you know that musk kind of brings up the back end of it. It's a citrus aromatic that's got that coastal summer vibe energy to it. It's not a longevity fragrance. It's not a beast by any stretch. 6 to 8 hours, but you can get the price down with discounters so you can spray a little bit more of it. It actually has got pretty good projection for the first 45 minutes or an hour. So again, that's when you're going to go reapply it, right? So yeah, you can get it for under 50 bucks most of the time. It's kind of like the Dolce & Gabbana's light blue, but I think it's a little more aquatic than that. And Allure Homme Sport, if you guys are familiar with that one, that's Chanel. It's creamier citrus. I think there's a little creamier citrus in it in the Chanel, but this is a great fragrance. Price point's good. They've got some other, I don't know if you call them flankers, but there's some other fragrances in the line, and we're going to talk about another one that kind of hits the summer, rings the summer bell too. So take a look at this one. This is John Varvados Artisan Blue. All right, we have now arrived at number 9. Last one was number 10. And this is Acqua di Parma Essenza. And before you guys send me hate mail or a letter bomb, this is one of my favorite houses. It just happened to get down here at number 9 because I like some of the other ones too, and it's hard to figure it out. But Acqua di Parma Essenza is a crisp Italian kind of scent that this house should be awarded the Mediterranean summer Amalfi Coast house of all time. Everything they do kind of kicks along in those lines, and it's super elegant, great ingredients. This is kind of a razor citrus with, you know, in that crisp white shirt, kind of like this one. It's got some lemon, a little bit of orange. I mean, there's bergamot in it, of course. Most of them all have bergamot if they're summer fragrances, but this one's got neroli in it, and they're really, Acqua di Parma does a great job with neroli, and then it finishes up with a little bit of patchouli, and I get a little bit of vetiver out of it, but it's not huge. It's a classic citrus cologne, but it's got that kind of herbal backbone to it that gives it a little bit another bag, another thing to just the fresh citrus. 7 to 9 hours is about all you're going to get out of it, and the projections were fine, but it's subtle, but it's noticeable. And this is a more expensive fragrance. It's retails for about $180. They used to be a whole lot cheaper. Now they're going up like all the other fragrances, but again, it's a great house. It's kind of more vintage than Eau Sauvage And, you know, it's sort of Chanel Pour Masseur. You guys know that one? It's a little softer citrus than that, but it's a great scent. And if you don't know the house, you should really start to explore the house, especially if you're looking for elegant quality summer fragrances, because they've got a bunch of them. Some of them you'll see on these lists that I'm doing today. But anyway, that's Acqua di Parma Essenza. Get a look at it. All right, where am I at here? Let's do number 8. This is, as you'd figure it would be, this is Acqua di Gio, but this is the EDT. And this scent is what launched, I don't know, 1,000 summers. It's ocean air, clean, skin clean. Again, that white shirt comes to mind in the sun. If you've ever worn a fresh fragrance, this DNA probably influenced it. This is the one that's been out there for 100 years and has 1 million flankers. So it had to be on the list. It's not higher on the list because it's an EDT, and honestly, I'm kind of tired of that DNA. But let's talk about a legend, because this fragrance was released in '96, and it's an absolute legend. It's one of the most successful men's fragrances ever created. It's a benchmark for aquatic fragrances. You know, with the bergamot, some lime, a little bit of lemon. The heart notes kick up with, there's some marine notes in it. I don't normally like marine notes, but these are a little more subtle. It's got jasmine, some rosemary in it. And then the base notes are cedar, some patchouli, and then it's got a little bit of white musk that isn't too animalic. So the opening's crisp. The marine accords create a little bit of that ocean freshness, that breezy, light freshness. The dry down adds some subtle woods, and that musk comes in. It's clean, it's fresh. You know, it's appealing. It's universally appealing. It has hardly any longevity. Of course, it's an EDT too, but you'll be lucky to get 5 hours out of this. Projection is not huge. It's more of a skin scent after 2 or 3 hours. But it's a safe signature scent, a daily signature scent, I think, especially in the summertime. It's a versatile scent. You're not going to piss anybody off or bother anybody. But it's kind of more, to me, it's kind of more of an outside scent. Versace's Pour Homme, it's, got similar citrus profile, but it's a little bit sweeter. And if you guys have ever tried Davidoff's Cool Water, which is another affordable scent, it's more aquatic and a little bit more aromatic. It feels a little brighter and smoother. It retails between 90 and 120 bucks, but you can get it for cheaper than that. It's just mass appeal. It's timeless. It's versatile. It works. It works at work. It works casual settings, summer heat. It's kind of you call it maybe a foundational fragrance for modern perfumery. Classy, reliable, summer icon that refuses to go away. If you don't have it, or if you haven't smelled it, this is the EDT. They've got 17 flankers or something like that. Take a look at this one. I think you're going to like it. All right, the next one I've got for you is another John Varvados, and this is another banger of a summer scent for a moderate price. This is John Varvados' Artisan Pure, and this is that clean white t-shirt, kind of open collar, Fonzie kind of summer scent, that first warm breeze of spring, that sort of thing. It's got clementine, a little bit of bergamot, some petitgrain in it, and then it finishes up with a little bit of ginger. I sprayed myself in the eye this time. A little bit of ginger. The sprayers aren't great. They kind of spit out a little bit, and then they end up drying down with some musk, and it's a bright citrus peel kind of herbal, a little bit of a snap to it. You're only going to get about 5 hours out of it, moderate projection at best. But it retails for like $100, but you can find this one on discounters and get it for almost half of that. It's a good scent to put in your wardrobe if you want to, especially if you want to take a look at the John Varvados fragrances, because they've got a pretty good, moderately priced line that's worth a look. This is more marine than Acqua di Gio and, Edition Blanche maybe, but it's creamier lemon, I think, there. But it's a good scent. Artisan Pure, give it a test drive if you can. They're kind of hard to find at different places, but the big box stores have them at times. And the prices are even better there than the normal retail prices. So that's John Varvados, Artisan Pure. Okay, I told you I love the house of Acqua di Parma, and I wasn't kidding. This is Acqua di Parma's Colonia, and the top's all screwed up because it got its ass kicked in the earthquake. So I have to hold it on there. But this is a timeless citrus. It's elegant. It never tries too hard because it doesn't really need to. It's got a niche there that it fills that's elegant, but not, you know, it's not going to blast people out. It's got lemon, some bergamot, a little bit of lavender in it. It's a beautiful scent. And the Colonia line has got some others in it that are really great. You know, the difference in the sprayers is probably the difference in the price from John Varvados, but this is just a wonderful scent. Classic, refined, citrus, a little bit of woody in, a little bit of woods in it, a little woody on the dry down. It's sophisticated. I mean, that's the only way I can think of to describe it. And this house, like I said, is the king of houses for that kind of a marine Mediterranean kind of feel to it. This one's a little expensive. It retails for around 170 bucks. Obviously, you can get it cheaper. Eau Sauvage, it's a little more herbal than that. Guerlain Vetiver is close to it, but it's a little more earthy than that. A beautiful scent. Check it out. Check out the house. You're going to be very, very happy you did. All right, number 5 on the list is Xerjoff's Torino 21. A lot of you know this scent. This is a great scent. It's got tons of hype. It's kind of tennis whites, green quartz, Italian sunshine. It's got so much going on. It's got a complex note breakdown, but it's mainly mint, some lemon, a little bit of basil, and you know, there's some thyme in it, and then it dries down a little bit with the musk. Where's the Hootis? Beautiful sprayers. Xerjoff's just that is gorgeous. Xerjoff's a luxury house, and I'm sure most of you know that by now, know the house, but if you don't, take a look at it because it's amazing. They've got some other scents. We've got one more on this list, but this is hyper clean citrus, aromatic with kind of a little sporty, upbeat, you know, jump in your step a little bit. This is 8 hours plus. It lasts a pretty long time for maybe a spring summer scent. It's, again, the strong citrus projection, but it's pricey. Like all Xerjoffs, it's pricey. This one retails for $275. You know, usually you can get it for maybe the 170s or something. I don't remember what I paid for this one, but this is kind of like Acqua Vita from MFK, but a little bit warmer. And it's a little sharper citrus punch in Nio, but it's kind of along those lines, and we're going to talk about that one in a minute. So this is number 5 on the list, I think, and that's Torino 21, a fantastic scent. Check it out. All right, the next one, you guys are probably wondering when I was going to get a Nishane on here, but you could have maybe Ani on here too, but this is Nishane Hacivat. This is a pineapple citrus bomb that just brings a lot of confidence in with it. And mainly it's just a little different than the rest because it's got more fruity notes to it. It's got some grapefruit and some pineapple. Then it finishes up, beautiful scent, elegant. Sorry, then it finishes up with oak moss and a little bit of woods to it. It's kind of a bold citrus chypre hybrid, kind of with a little bit of depth to it. It's got great longevity, plus 10 hours, strong, a little bit fruity, I admit, strong but fruity projection. It retails, it's expensive. It retails for 350 bucks, but you can find it for cheaper at discounters. The same with Ani. It's a fantastic house. If you don't pay much attention to Nishane, you should take a look at it. I'm going to do a whole deep dive in that, not a deep dive, but a Magnificent 7. What would I compare it to that you might know? Credaventus. I mean, it's obvious it's got the pineapple. It's a little brighter than Elysium, but Elysium's actually coming up at number 3 next. But it's a great scent. It's a little fruity, but I suggest that you give it a try because it's perfect for around the pool. It's a little bit upbeat, got a little bit of different stuff to it, so I think it's a wonderful fragrance. All right, we're starting this is number 3. We're starting to get into the Cadillacs now. This is the billionaire citrus fragrance. It's undeniably commanding and elegant, and it's kind of effortless. This is Roja's Elysium. This is just the O Intense, but there's another flanker out there, but we'll talk about that another time. Wow, perfect sprayers, as you would expect. You know, Roja, the quality of the ingredients and the blending. This is just, you know, it's got bergamot, lemon. It's got a little bit of grapefruit in it too. And then it dries down with some ambergris and a little bit of vetiver. It's a luxurious citrus kind of composition that's got some, I don't know, what I call it, maybe transparency to it. It's just an elegant, excellently constructed scent. 8 to 10 hours, moderate to strong projection. and a more than moderate price tag at $325 if you can find it for that. It's worth spending the money for, honestly. Roja products, Roja offerings are just nuts. I mean, they're really, really good. It's a little denser than Hacivat and a little, maybe it's a little more, it's a little simpler than Chanel, than the Bleu de Chanel, but this is a scent that will make you stand out in a room full of people wearing fragrances. And isn't that what we're doing this for? So that's Roja, Elysium, the Eau Intense. Definitely take a look at this one if you want a big bore target pistol for the summertime. This is a good one. Okay, you guys are going to probably scream at this one, but this is Nio by Xerjoff, and this is going to be my number 2. And the reason is it's just a kind of a razor sharp citrus that kind of cuts through the air a little bit. It's a little bit different than some of the others. And to make my number 1, my number 2, my number 3, I want a little bit of something different than just marine notes and bergamot. And yeah, this one has bergamot. It's but it's got some neroli. It's got cardamom in it, which is one of my favorite ingredients, and then pink pepper. And it's kind of beautiful sprayers. Oh, and it's kind of brought up in the dry down with some vetiver. It's kind of a high profile citrus aromatic kind of a scent. You're going to get 8 hours with this. The longevity is not very good, but the projection is awesome for the first hour, hour and a half. An expensive scent. This is a 50 ml retail. I think I paid $225 for it. Retails for a little bit more than that. You can find this one on discounters though if you look, and it's if I'd compare it to something, it's a little softer than Elysium and a little bit. I think Torino 21 is a little bit greener than this one, but it's right along those lines. Again, Xerjoff, incredible ingredients, beautiful blending. It's one of those houses that I think you could spend a few bucks on and it would be worth it. So that's Nio by Xerjoff. All right, we finally made it. And I wondered if you guys are surprised about this or not, but yep, it's going to be an Acqua di Parma. It has to be an Acqua di Parma. This is Fico di Amalfi, and this is kind of the Amalfi coast, if you guys have ever heard of that, the Cinque Terre and all that. This is the golden hour, I guess you could call it, on the Amalfi coast. Fig trees, a sea breeze. It's got like a sparkling citrus, that wafting along in the air. It's got grapefruit, bergamot. It's got that fig nectar again, which makes it different, which is why it's number 1 on my list. Jasmine, a little bit of cedar. It's a super excellent scent. And these others are super too, and they may be a little bit more versatile, but for a projecting spring scent, for something that you want to just buy for spring and summer, then this would be the one for me. Bright citrus, kind of wrapped in that creamy fig and that freshness. Fig, none of these others really have any fig in them, so that's what sets it apart. Longevity is not great, 6 to 8 hours, but just reapply. Moderate projection, but it's not going to break the bank. It's maybe retails for around $150, but you can get it for quite a bit cheaper than that at discounters. It's a scent that will set you apart because not many people wear this one. It's not a light blue. It's not a John Varvados. It's not even a Torino 21. It's something in the back of the shelf that most people won't reach for. This is a lot like Philosophicus, whatever the hell they call it. A little bit kind of like light blue too, but it's more aquatic, and it's got that heavy fig note changes things around like crazy. So that's my number 1 pick. Tell me in the comments whether you disagree or you're going to send me death threats, but don't send me death threats until you've tried this one or at least gotten your nose on it. Number 1, Fico di Amalfi by Acqua di Parma. Okay, so there you have a start to spring. I hope everyone enjoyed that and got a few ideas for what you want to pick up for warmer weather or what you might want to try and just wear around the pool or as it starts to get a little bit warmer. It's there's all kinds of choices on there, and again, the top 3 or 4 could always be interchanged for number 1. But that's a list of some of my top 10s. I have a few more citrus fragrances that I'm going to talk about. Thanks for joining me today on Aromas by Miles. I appreciate your time. Hopefully you guys know that. And I know you have a lot of choices on what to watch, so I appreciate you spending a few minutes with me. I'm working to find out at least a few of the great scents of the world that don't have a lot of hype, and try and help you find out about those and learn myself. So if that sounds good to you, again, please support Medic Outpost and the channel by knocking that like and subscribe button. It makes a big difference. It's a double whammy, really. So helps people, and it's easy and free. So be safe, be happy, lend a hand out there when you can. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.